we last left off, we had Booley and Hyphen running after the Kenku Doctor, while Yizel, Vesden, and Oneki were heading towards the woods to figure out who this paladin is and why they're killing off villagers. So, from where we last left off, Hyphen in their wolf form and Booley on all fours because, animal broship. We're running towards the general store because that's where the scent of the Kenku Doctor is the strongest and the trail went towards. Hyphen, you're running full speed towards the general store. You come up to it, the front door is bashed open, and there seems to be a speckle or two of blood on the floor and on the glass pane, like someone kind of hit it and cut themselves on it. What would you like to do? Oh, what's up, Booley?
I just I didn't say anything. I was
Oh,
listening.
okay. Okay. What would either of you like to do right now? The door is wide open, and you can't really see or hear anything from inside right now.
You said
Can
intro.
I see if that blood is from the kinku that we're looking for?
Give
Like,
me
can
an
I perceive that?
give me either an investigation or perception.
So I have keen hearing and smell for perception, so I have advantage on those. So I'm gonna do that.
All right, sounds good to me.
Okay. Thank God for perception. I got an 18.
All right, so the blood is so from the smell,
Thank God for
you do
perception. I got
smell
an
the Kenku
18.
Doctor's blood,
All
but
right,
you
so
also
the
smell
blood
someone
is
else's blood. So from the smell,
Thank God for
you do
perception. I
smell
got an
the
18.
Kenku Doctor's blood,
Is
but
that
you
the
also
only, like,
smell
is it just
someone
the door
else's.
being smashed in?
Say that again.
Is it just the door being smashed in? Like, is there anything else that's like messed up or like a scuffle?
No, just the door.
Hmm. Fuck it, I'm gonna go in.
All right. What about
Gonna
you,
walk
Bully? Do you
inside through the
want to
open
follow
door.
your wolf bro?
uh yeah, I'm going in. I missed everything you just said because I got a phone call, but I'm going in.
That's fair. All right. So the two of you walk through the threshold of the general store. I need both of you to give me a constitution check.
Okay.
A saving throw or just a regular con check?
Just to check both hyphen you specifically disadvantage.
Oh, okay. That's what I get for rushing in. Damn, 7.
Yeah, I got a 7.
All right, so
I got a 7.
dang. So both of you, I'm going to roll the damage because both of you are going to take 1d6 of damage from that. The doctor, someone or something threw down a very strong, like pungent smell, and that smell itself kind of just hit your nostrils in a way that you wish it hadn't. So I'm gonna roll this d6, and both of you take 3 points of damage for that.
Okay.
So for as long as you're in this general store, your sense of smell is shot. If you were hoping to try to sniff out the doctor, that's dead in the water.
Hmm. Okay. Now, if I were to change into something else, would my smell still be shot, or is it just in this form?
I'm gonna say it's shot, period, because it is your not. Oh, wait, yeah. Huh. Hmm.
She said she
Because I could just
restructuring
get
her whole
another
nose
wolf.
Hyphen
organically.
Hyphen did their research.
Yeah.
I. Oh. Okay, that I need to think about that for a second because technically, either way, it's your nostrils. But at the same time, if you transformed into an octopus and got like all of your arms cut off except for one, you still have the 8 other, arms functioning as tentacles. you'd probably come out unscathed. I'm gonna say while you're in your wolf form, your smell is shod. But if you try to transform into something else and sniff that has like very like awesome smelling abilities, it'll probably be the same thing and you may take damage again.
Question.
Answer.
That's fair.
Since I assume the Kenku was the one bleeding, can I look for blood?
You can.
Alright, I'm switching tracking modes. Also, who the fuck? That's a lot of sirens. It's not me this time.
The fact you had to say this time. Okay. So you say you wanted to switch tracking mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. I want insight on this situation. So can I roll for insight?
Yeah. Roll for it.
Wow. I got a 9.
So with that 9, I'm gonna say that for this. Okay, so what you were trying to perceive the blood, right? Like just a trail of it somewhere.
Yes.
I'm gonna say the way the smell hit you, it put a little tear in your eye, and that kind of stopped you from being able to see as clearly as you should.
Bravo, good sir. I'm gonna turn to Hyson. I'm gonna ask her if she has any idea where this damn bird brain doctor could be.
No idea, dude. Is there anything else like in the place? Like it's just blood and a hole.
So I'm gonna pick.
But
So currently, you are in the general store. It's lined with glass vials that look to be potions. There's also weapons behind the counter. Tattered leather armor plates kind of line the walls, and right under them they have blessed. They have little signs on it that say blessed on it. And also there appears to be chainmail armor that also have the blessed signage. What would be usually a nice general store, just like everything else in this town, seems to be very old and worse for wear.
I would like to perform my echo summoning jutsu so that I can get a little bit of advantage while I investigate for clues to find this damn Kinku. Can I do that?
Go for it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna also investigate.
I need to roll twice. Where's my other roll?
Oops, that was
19.
All right, you say you're trying to perceive with your echo.
Me and my echo tag teaming detective hat type shit.
I mean, now it's
I
a
got 20 on
trio because
investigation.
I even got a 20, so it's a trio of investigation. All right, so with those, tell me what you're trying to find the doctor. How are you trying to find the Kinku?
Touching stuff, picking it up.
Regular eyeballs to my blind sight to try to connect, to try to sense his spirit, his energy, his chi.
Okay. And Hyphen, you said you're just picking things up and touching them?
Yeah, I'm just kind of milling around.
So you go to pick up a vial of a potion of some kind. And there's a thick layer of dust surrounding the bottle, and under the bottle is spotless. That bottle has not been moved in many moons.
Is it labeled?
Are there any that don't have dust on them?
No, everything in this general store has varying layers of dust. As for the vial, it does say growth potion on it.
Well, let's take that shit. Yeah.
You're gonna drink it?
Well, if Hyphen wants to take it, I'll let her have it.
No. I mean, I was just saying take it with us, but yeah, you can drink it. That's fine.
Oh, I'm gonna shotgun that shit like a ribbit.
All right. So just confirm, you do shotgun the growth potion, right? Give me
You
a
don't want to roll a kind of something on that first?
nope. He shotgunned
It's
it
already
straight
done.
to the head.
It's already done.
Give me a D20.
A regular 20.
Nope, just a regular D20.
All right.
Just a reg.
Let's get my phone to cooperate. Actually, will you roll that for me?
Yeah, I got
Since
you.
my shit being slow.
Of course, that's what I'm here for. Occasionally. Let's see. Roll for everyone to see now. All right, that was a 14. So, is that a 14? Yeah, it's a 14. Perfect. All right, so with that 14, your stomach begins to gurgle in a way that you can only remember as, for lack of a better word, in intestinal distress. You then feel a burning sensation in your right leg, and then your view kind of gets lopsided. Your right leg grew. So for
Yeah.
let me roll another d20. So for the rest of the night, your walking speed is going to be doubled. But when it comes to dexterity checks, you're going to be at a disadvantage.
Right
That's
leg
fine.
grew.
Yeah, it was a very old potion, and instead of his whole body growing, only one part of his body grew.
Do you know how deadly I'm gonna be when I kick the shit out of somebody with my hands to right leg roundhouse?
That's true. If you want to do an unarmed strike with your right leg, you will have an advantage. I think that's only fair. You know, your any dexterity is going to be um disadvantage, but your strength check for unarmed strike for that leg, advantage.
Gains.
And that's for until the next sun up. Right now, that's a few hours away.
Okay.
All right. What's next? So, like I said, the room varying layers of dust. Some things have been moved more recently than others, but as a whole, this room has not been touched for many moons.
Hmm.
Question.
Yes.
Since my character has studied a lot of races and culture, do
Mhm.
you think my character would know how? Well, never mind.
Okay.
Because I was gonna try our old familiar trick.
So I need both of you to give me a. I have to figure out what type of check I would like.
After this, I would like to look for a whistle of any kind.
All right. I need both of you to give me. Actually, you don't even need a roll for this. So while you guys are searching around the building, touching things, moving things, hopefully not drinking more mysterious potions that may or may not work to a degree in which you would like, you hear a scream of help. Someone from the back room calls out, "Help me! Help me! He's got me!"
Does this person sound familiar?
They do not.
I'm gonna look at Hyphen and like
Um.
Kinku's mimic voices. So,
Yeah, they do.
uh,
Okay, so with my wolf hearing, because it's hearing and smell,
Mm-hmm.
can I hear if it's the kinku? Like, can I
Give me an
perceive that?
Give me a perception with because you have advantage. Give me the perception roll again.
Yay!
You're specifically trying to hear for a specific person. So, oh snap, crackle pop. Okay.
23.
All right. So with your 23, you hear two heartbeats. One, and they're both pretty fast, but one's faster than the other. You also hear two creatures breathing. One's breath is relatively calmer than the others.
Okay, I mean, even if it is him, we're here to fuck him up. So yeah, I'm gonna go towards the sound.
All right,
Like
so the
whatever.
sound's coming
It's
from the
like
back room of the office of the general store.
All right, yeah, I'm just walking back there until I find somebody or something.
All right.
I'm gonna follow specifically at 11 feet away.
All right. Oh no. So you walk past rows and aisles of a varying quality of wares. You come to a kind of a mossed over wooden door, and it is slammed shut. You can see cracks of where whoever slammed it with a great level of strength.
I'm gonna kick that bitch down with my right leg.
Your right leg or your Echo's right leg?
The one affected by the potion.
All right, that'll be yours. You don't even have to roll for it. Tell me how this goes for you.
Well, I get on all fours and like a bull, I use my back right leg to bust down the door at the doorknob, busting the
Like ass
knocking into
first.
the door.
Okay, so the door is sent flying, and from behind the door, you see the Kenku doctor wielding a rusty knife that was more than likely on the wall of the general store. And you also see, and I need to roll for this character's race, so please stand by.
You're not gonna like me, but go ahead and roll.
Oh, I don't think you're gonna like me this time. I came here to be a gutsy
Okay,
ninja
I'm supposed to
today.
get +6 to insight.
All right, I rolled an 11. So they are a blue tiefling, a elderly tiefling woman. She looks at you and she says, "Help me! I'm so glad you came. You gotta help me out of this. He said he's gonna eat me."
Look here, you kinku bastard. Bold of you to assume I give a fuck about a hostage.
Oh,
Oh no. The Kenku kind of puts the knife closer to the woman's neck and he says, "If you know what's good for you, you'd walk away right now."
Go ahead and fucking kill her. I don't give a damn. Just less
Yeah,
for me
this
to
is
go
kind of
around,
wrong
let her
crowd.
get my hands around your neck.
You don't think I'll do it?
Wait.
Do what, you bird bitch.
I-
Do it.
can be reverse psychology by
I have
making him think he doesn't want to kill him.
a question. So
Yes.
is that what he's trying to do? Is he trying to like a hostage to make us not kill him?
Right. As far as you know, yes.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about it. We don't know this hostage, right? Like we don't.
No.
not anyone we
Give
have to
me
protect.
both of you. Give me a history check.
Let's say tiefling woman. When you said when I heard that, that does sound kind of familiar.
I
Yeah,
don't remember
history
it.
check.
Hyphen, you can give me advantage because you were relatively more alive than Boo Lee.
No,
I got a
Golly.
9.
shit with that roll.
So both of you vaguely remember seeing someone blue hop off the train after the crash. So from that, you can guesstimate that this is one of the train riders, one of the passengers from the train.
Yeah, I don't really care about that.
You don't think I'll kill her?
Okay.
You don't think I'll do it? And as he finishes, before either of you can do anything, the Kenku takes a large bite out of the elderly tiefling's shoulder.
Damn, I was gonna bite
Kinda
him.
kinky shit.
Okay.
The woman looks at the two of you in utter shock and horror as the life kind of drains from her eyes and she falls to the ground.
Wait a
Can I
minute.
bite him?
I've seen this one before.
You can try to bite him. Everybody roll for initiative. Well, I guess Boo Lee and Hyphen roll for initiative.
Okay, because we're obviously not gonna be able to talk to this guy. I got a 20.
Nice roll. That's the shit we like to see.
Dirty 20, but it's still a 20.
Dirty 20, a dirty 20 with a +1 modifier is pretty.
Yeah.
All right. So we have 25, 20, and a special number 4.
Okay.
All right. So Booley, it is your turn. Go ahead.
Wait, how close are we to each other? Me and Billy?
Um, you were in the doorway, correct?
I
I was 11.
guess,
I
yeah.
followed her specifically at 11 feet.
I'm gonna say
But
you're
then you
actually.
kicked in the door.
I'm gonna say you two were side by side from one another.
All right, cool, that's fine. I got pad tactics, so I was trying to see how far we were.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you two were side by side because you stopped at the door and Booley kicked the door in. So right
So
now the
I'm gonna
Kenku is less than 20 feet away from the both of you, and the body is about 19 feet away from both of you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the chain on my Kasurigama
Mm-hmm.
to try to wrap the Kinku up.
Okay.
That is a 25.
That definitely wraps around my boy.
All right. Since that's my first attack. If I yank him toward me, does that count as an attack, or is it just a regular action?
I'm gonna call that an action.
Okay. At this point, I have him wrapped up, but I do want to hit him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have my Echo shoot him while he is wrapped up.
So, okay, where's your echo coming from? Are you trying to have him come up from the floor, through a wall? I need to know specifics for a very specific reason.
Since I'm engaging him at a distance,
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna have my Echo shoot from behind me like a sharpshooter.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Are you gonna sharpshooter?
I mean, I'm not a sharpshooter, but he's wrapped up, and I get advantage on my attacks to bust the cap.
Oh! I thought you meant using the feet. Never mind. Just ignore me.
From a distance.
22 to hit,
22 hits.
and then boom. So that's that attack.
Okay.
And then do I want to do one more? Nah, actually, I'm gonna let him chill with that for now. I'm gonna do those 2 attacks because I don't need to kill him right away.
All right. Hyphen, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
So, you said I can enter rage right now, or do I have to be human to enter rage?
So you're trying to do the beast rage thing?
Yeah, I just want to be in rage, right? Because it's a bonus action for me.
So I don't remember the exact rules, but I'm gonna say for the purpose of this, you can enter range. You can enter rage in animal form or in humanoid form. Doesn't matter.
Okay, second question. It says that I get +2 melee damage with a strength weapon. Am I a strength weapon if I bite him?
Rules lawyer, I'm gonna defer to you. Does an animal's bite count as a strength weapon?
That's a good ass question.
The jaw is a muscle.
Seems
No,
like
but
a
usually,
weapon.
because if you're attacking as a wolf, there should be a stat sheet for a wolf, and you would use. I'm assuming that's how it would. What's it called? Wild shape would work. You'd be using the stats off of that. So there's probably a set modifier for the wolf when you attack.
I mean, there is, but I have to layer it.
Oh, no. Mom, I was mistaken. Continue.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, so I already have +5 to attack for biting, but I could also just get +2 if
So
I'm
bite
enraged.
is a melee weapon.
It does say melee weapon attack.
I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say the animal's bite and or pod will count as a heavy weapon.
All
I'm
right.
gonna leave an asterisk
Well,
to that because if it's like a platypus or a beaver's tail, I'll also count that.
okay. I just want to be able to use rage or something. Okay, so I think just chasing this guy around and him just being annoying, I'm upset. So rage. And then I'm gonna do bite, so that's +7 to hit, I guess. So I have +5 for the wolf and then +2 for rage.
Okay. So what's
You
the
get to roll
number
with
then?
advantage because he's tied up.
Oh, okay,
Oh, you're a
okay. Ooh, yeah,
barbarian. That's crazy.
Yeah, they multi-classed.
I did. Okay. Ooh, yeah, they got rid of that advantage. Okay, so 19 +7, that's definitely gonna hit 26.
Yeah,
I would
that
assume that
hits.
hits.
That hits. Give me the damage.
Okay. Damage is 2d6 +3. 2d6. 5, 6, 7. It's 8 damage. And then can I do the knocked prone if he's already tied up?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I guess that's it then. Yeah, that's it.
So I know we're in combat, but I need both of you to give me a perception check.
With the advantage or just regular?
Just regular.
Ooh, a 9.
Okay. What about you, Booley?
It's back to my turn.
No, no, no. I need a perception check from you.
Oh, my fault.
Get? Come on, 1d20 plus 5. Let's see what we get. Oh, that thing is not low. Oh, 18. All right, hyphen. So, you just came off from your 1-2 punch of Raging Wolf, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you didn't notice this, but the old tiefling woman that was bit and died
Mm. So he'll come back to fucking life.
raises from the dead
Of course she does.
and hits you with a claw strike. The first claw strike, which does 8 points of damage.
Mm.
She kind of looks up at you and goes,
Should I kill her ass first? Just for this.
will a 19 hit
I
for the
mean,
second
technically,
hit? Will the 19
God
hit for the
damn.
second claw hit?
Yeah.
You're going to take 4 points of damage for a total of 12 damage from the zombified old woman. The Kenku looks up at you, Mbuli, and says, "Did you really think that I would take it hostage and not use it?" So let me ask you, what do I need to do to break out of the chains, my friend?
let's see. It takes a strength check of 20.
All right.
Or actually, let me make sure I'm reading the right chains because we had to read.
Yo, it don't even matter, bro. I just rolled a nat 20 with a +1 modifier, 21.
Damn.
My man is with the shits. The Kenku pops out of the chains and rises. And he was a short fellow before, a medium-sized Kenku. But now he seems to be a bit larger than he was before. He also,
Mr. King.
yeah.
I was gonna role play. Continue.
Oh, he kind of looks up at you, not as much as he did before, but still looks up. And he's gonna try to take that rusty knife and hit you with it.
Ooh, please come within range.
Does a 22 hit?
Technically, you would need a 23 to hit me, because 22 is right on my AC.
Ah. Okay.
But also, he needs to take this opportunity attack damage.
Okay.
Because he came within range.
It's out of range, right? For opportunity? Not in range?
I guess if you come within range, like if you were out of range and then
I
you
have the
come, I
sentinel
don't
feet.
know.
It's out of range. Onuki's right.
It is, but I have the sentinel feet.
So for
Oh yeah, right. We had this exact conversation before.
So this boy about to get stabbed by my horns as my signature counterattack.
All right.
No, I missed the horn stab.
So.
Damn.
So I'm actually gonna say, because you tried to run up on him with your horns and missed, that 22 does hit. He caught you slipping.
Wait a minute, I didn't run up on him. He ran up on me. It's
right.
a difference.
Yeah, but the opportunity attack, that's essentially an interception, right? That's not a, parry this, you amateur, you casual. That's a, I run up on you and you hit me with a quick 1-2 before I can do anything. Right?
Is this about Sentinel?
Yeah, this is about Sentinel. Isn't once I'm in range, once an enemy is in range, you can hit them with a quick 1-2 before they hit you? Or is it like a reactive thing where, they run up to hit you and then you can hit them before they disengage?
I'm gonna need to. Oh, I read the thing real quick. So apparently Sentinel only works if they're making it if the attack is against a target other than you.
And then this was also part of our conversation. I have my echo, and there's two of me.
Right.
But so your echoes.
Yeah, but that would only.
Right. So you're saying because you're being attacked, your echo is using Sentinel to get the attack in.
Bravo.
I think since it says make attack, I don't think it cancels out the attack. I think the first attack happens, and then since they're making an attack, they're focused on one target, and you sneak in another attack. Your echo would sneak in an attack. That attack.
That works. Give me the damage, my boy.
All right. You're gonna take 6 points of damage from that rusty sword. You may have to roll for tetanus later, but I have to figure out how science works.
Okay. But the Kiko's right up on me. Hey, did he physically touch me?
The sword did.
Oh.
Not him, the sword. Just the sword. He did. Remember, the Kenku studied your body earlier, so.
Okay.
He would know not to touch your armor or horns physically or risk being poisoned.
I like the fact we're all on the same page. All right, so Mr. Kinku, you talk a lot of shit for someone who's in range with eyeballs that cost 400 gold on a black market, Mr. Kinku.
Oh, you wouldn't want my eyes, boy.
Eyeballs?
You wouldn't want my eyes, boy. My eyes have seen things.
Oh, I can't say that. This is a children-friendly stream. All right, continue with your turn.
All right. So with another move, the Kenku kind of flexes his wing and kind of swings it towards you, Hyphen, essentially shooting feathers at you. Will a 23 hit?
Yeah. Oh shit! I have not been taking away damage from the wolf.
Dang, you're gonna
Fuck.
take 8 points plus the
Hold on
12.
one second.
Total of 20 points have been taken away from you.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right. Boo. That will end the Kenku's turn. And Boo Lee, it is now your turn.
I didn't get any actual damage to myself, right?
No, just the wolf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been taking away damage to myself. Okay.
I'm ready to answer a question.
I need to know the range of the kink away from me.
How far did you pull? You said you pulled him close before, or did you just tie him up? Actually, no, I ran up on you.
I just tied him up.
I'm gonna say like
you did run up on me.
I'm gonna say like 5 feet away from you now.
Oh, okay, that'll work. So, I'm gonna lunge at him.
Okay.
Straight lunge. And my goal is to break his arm. No, I need to grapple him first. So let me go for a grapple attack.
All right.
Me.
I guess I should do an opposed dex save for that grapple. Will a 6 beat a 27?
It will not. So he's gonna have to make a couple Constitution checks. And now that I've grappled him,
for
action.
Constitution for the poison or Constitution for the grapple?
Poison.
No, he won't.
Oh, is he poison proof?
You'll see.
Oh, okay. But anyways, since that's part of one turn, my second turn, yeah.
Say it again. You're kind of breaking up, buddy. Get. Young Weezik, I don't hear you. What's up?
Text you. Let me switch back to my phone. Now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, so as part of my second attack action, I want to break his wings. I know they're hollow.
Okay. Well, you think? Okay, sure. Go ahead. Try.
Strength check or what?
Yeah. Let's do a strength. Let's do a strength versus Constitution. You do a strength check. I'll do a Constitution saving.
Let's see, 14.
All right. And 14.
Okay, how do you want to rule that?
Will.
Should it be like the highest modifier?
Yeah.
Like whoever has the highest modifier gets to win?
Let's go with that. What's your strength modifier? His Constitution is +3.
Mine is +5.
Then you're gonna beat me.
Alright, so I'm gonna do something I have yet to do this entire playthrough. I'm going to Action Surge! Now that I've broken one of his wings, let's see.
So, let me ask you, are the wings still in your hand? Or did you just, break them and drop them?
Yeah. The wings are still in my hand.
I need a con save from you.
Okay. I was so close to a 16. It's a 14.
So with your 14, your hand begins to burn, and a natural burn. This one, the closest sensation, forgive me if I'm wrong, it's just when I'm wrong. Your ninja training, you've, dealt with having to, undergo torture training to resist torture so you don't spill any beans. And would you say that Boo Lee has felt the sting of acid, assorted acids, right?
Yes.
So the feeling on your hand after breaking that wing feels like a very strong corrosive agent. and you look down, and your hand is kind of scarred from the Kenku's blood.
Okay. I know he bleeds. This is very good information.
Damn, this Kenku's making it harder on himself. now he's gonna get big hurt.
And I get big hurt and then dissected for like Bully's future weapons.
Yeah.
I do this to myself. All right, Bully. So you have acid on your hands, a Kenku in the other hand. What are you trying? What are you finishing up? What's up?
So I've managed to break his wings. Let me in my inventory. I have a crowbar. I'm gonna have my Echo use that crowbar to break his fucking knees.
Okay, Joker.
Let's see.
Never mind. This Kenku brought it on himself.
I also don't have a stat for that just yet.
He really did.
What are you trying to do, Bully?
I said it's definitely not an unarmed attack, but I don't know what stat to use for a crowbar.
Do you have a dagger or a club of some kind?
I have technically my shuriken is a reskin dagger. You want me to roll the damage for that?
What's the modifier for it?
+8. Oh wait, no, that's a +8 to hit. It's a 1d4 +5.
Like YOLO, yeah. Use your shuriken for the crowbar. YOLO.
Okay, so roll to hit and then do damage if I hit.
Yep.
I bet. That's a 25. Those
So
kneecaps belong to me.
At 25 hits, but you didn't hit the Kenku. You hit the tiefling old woman who jumped in the way. And Hyphen, I also need you. I need both of you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
I didn't even roll my damage.
It might not matter.
Yeah,
Okay,
old lady only had 1 HP, so unless you roll like a -15, she was going down.
I got an 8.
I have a 19 con save.
So the old woman, you hit the old woman and her head goes flying. Her body hits the floor and it bursts, and her acidic blood only a little bit gets on you, Bully. Actually gets on your beefy right leg. But Hyphen, you take full acid to the wolf face. So
Yeah.
Bully, you're gonna take 8 points of damage. Hyphen, you're gonna take 17 points of damage. And the Kenku's also going to take 17 because he couldn't move. Because, well, actually, I need to do a con save for the Kenku as well.
All right. Well,
Yeah, the
I'm now
Kenku
in regular
took
form.
the Kenku and Hyphen took 17 points of damage from that burst, and Bully only took 8.
Yeah, that knocked me out of my form, so I'm in regular form now.
Big yike. The Kenku kind of looks up at you, Bully, still in your arm, and says, "Oh, I love the way they burst."
This Kenku is kinky in all the wrong ways.
As long as you guys don't forget to get information, I don't care what you do with this fucking Kenku.
I'm purposely
I
not
just
doing
forgot,
my illegal
yeah.
shenanigans, but he's antagonizing me, and I'm bravo to him. Like, this is a good roleplay.
Do you want to be next, boy? Do you think this petty poison could do anything to me?
Give me a deck save.
I mean, he's still in your arms. That's a fail.
Oh, okay. So, like, while he's talking, like, mid-sentence, I want to bite him on his bird tongue. Just bite that shit. It's not going to kill him.
On his
tongue?
You're gonna give.
Like, you want to make him bite his own tongue, or you want to bite?
He's biting He's gonna go into this man's mouth and bite his tongue out.
Have we established that the blood of the Kenku is corrosive?
I was gonna have him roll for it with disadvantage because that's an open orifice. That's a straight up orifice. You're taking acid directly into.
I don't even know how that would physically work. Like,
in
I'm
my
not gonna question it.
As Have you seen them cringy couple memes where like a boyfriend will kiss their girlfriend to make them stop talking?
Give me the con save. Fuck. Give me the con save with disadvantage, please.
I want to go back where I didn't have that image inserted into my brain. I'm gonna go back through time.
Time is an illusion.
I will take the constitution damage just to bite this Kinku's tongue.
You're taking 20 points of damage straight down the throat, sir.
A whole 20?
A whole 20 of acid damage in your
He
mouth.
didn't go in his mouth.
Yo, this man said I have this man said I have 100 proof alcohol mouthwash and I'm ready to gargle. That's 20 points of damage, and you may not be able to use your mouth for anything again. That's how why? Okay, so the Kenku's like,
I'm gonna be able to communicate with this Kenku still.
I'm telepathic. I still got this bitch.
Oh, that's look at you.
But you can't talk. Oh wait, you can't. Never mind. I forgot you never talked to begin with. You kind of just did a psychic K.
Yeah. So last we left off, I did use my action surge. How much damage did I do to the Kinku with that bite, though? I do need to know that.
Give me an unarmed strike.
Okay.
No, don't even roll for damage. Oh, sorry. Don't even roll to hit. You did 6 points of damage for that.
Okay. Are you gonna count that as my main action surge?
Well, yeah, I am. Because you did hit the old lady with the crowbar until she popped. You pulled Jason Todd with her, and then you bit the Kenku's tongue out. So yeah, will that end your turn? Do you have a bonus action of some kind?
I do. That's gonna end it.
Okay. Hyphen, what are you trying to do? It is your turn. You are currently in a room filled with blood and assorted acids.
So the Kinku is like being held by Booby right now?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna calm down from my rage and so that's my bonus action, and then as my action I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Oh my.
So yeah.
Okay. What are you trying to do with the charmed Kenku? Or do I need to roll something do I need to roll against that so I can't be charmed? Alright, what do I need to roll?
Yeah, a wisdom 14 saving throw.
Alright. Dang it, -2 to wisdom. And I rolled a 3. That's a dirty 1.
Perfect. Okay, so now the Kinku thinks we're friends. So I just feel like we're gonna kill this thing pretty quickly. So I guess once the Kinku has calmed down, I'll just be like, "What exactly are you doing to this village? And who are you?"
So he again scarred, can't talk because his tongue was bitten out. Says,
"Say it telepathically." We'll just say that Boolie's telling me everything that the Kinku's saying. So just yeah.
So
I want to pop up into the Kinku's head. You hear that? You hear that voice? Yeah. You look me in my eyes below these big, beautiful horns and tell me, where is your god? There's only me in here.
The Kenku in his head says, "Who said I ever had a god?"
Okay.
Oh,
Now to the question I asked. Like,
So in his head, he's thinking, I have to answer my best friend. She has to know that I'm just here to eat. And, well, they need to know that I'm just here to eat. And, maybe if I'm cool, they'll let me take a bite out of them. They look kind of tasty.
that is
I'm
not what
gonna
I asked you,
relay
sir.
this to my partner hyphen.
If I cause harm, it's gonna break the spell. Okay.
That's okay.
I think Hyphen
They're
was,
manacles.
huh?
He's calm, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just put him in handcuffs for now. It's not like he's flying anywhere soon.
It's true.
So we'll put him in handcuffs, and then you give me a minute to take your healing potions and calm down, because I wanted to kill him, but I can't kill him for the greater good for now.
Yeah, give me like 5 minutes and then you can kill him. Who cares after that? So yeah, I'll go back to the Kinku and be like, let's try this again. Exactly who are you and what are you doing to this village?
So the Kenku kind of, with his remaining good arms, is kind of like starts to mumble because, again, tongue out. But he's actually talking. He's talking with his hands, and he's expressing innocence. Give me a perception check with advantage because you're Biffles now. A Biffle is a BFF.
For life.
All right, 25.
25.
So you get the gist from the hand motions that essentially he came here years ago with some of his associates. They ate the villagers that were here, and they've been pretending to be the villagers. So anytime Dimitri and his mimic, because Dimitri, I'm kind of retconning this, but because Dimitri from the train was originally a ghost who was possessing the mimic, the current villagers, have a agreement with Dimitri that he drops a few people off, and they keep the mist at bay from swallowing his train up.
Another question. Does your mayor have 1,000 gold to give us? What was it,
Yeah,
1,000 a year?
he
Someone
kind of
told us?
shrugs and he's like, I don't know, probably we just take whatever we don't eat, and we can't really eat precious metals, so probably.
Is the mayor with you in your group?
I mean, yeah, he's the one who brought us here, dude. You should know that.
Wait, would Oneki and Vez know that they caught the mimic, caught the Kinku yet, or no?
No, for a very specific reason that will be explored once we leave the general store.
Okay
Well,
then.
we'll kill the mayor after this. Um, Bully, do you have any questions?
Young Boo Lee, are you dead?
I'm not dead. I'm balancing D&D and a phone call and trying to listen on the story and make 1,000 decisions. I'm sorry. But so while she was interrogating our Kinku, I don't know if you noticed that medicine check for 18, but I'm using my healing kit to do what I can about that acid. Now that that's kind of my more pressing issue.
Okay. So you're gonna get 5 points of HP back.
Woo! We're still in the armor shop, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There should be some loot around here. I'm gonna go start looting stuff.
Okay.
I have another question for the guy. How
Okay.
do we get rid of your friends that are terrorizing the village if we wanted to do that?
He kind of looks at you confused and said, why would you want to get rid of us? We're besties now. That's not what best friends
No, it's just a
do.
hypothetical. Like I'm not. We are besties. I'm just saying, like if someone wanted to do that, let me know so I know how to stop them if they do it.
He kind of gives you
Yeah.
a thumbs up and a happy nod. He feels very accomplished that he's helped his best friend, just answering questions.
You should ask him how to make one of
So
those.
how do I do it?
We could use one, or we could just take his. Hey, you're his best friend. Ask him if we could have his other friend. because that's
Oh,
what best
the
friends
night
do.
guy.
Yes, best friends want friends to succeed, don't they?
Yeah. So how can we control the paladin? Can you give us control of that?
The Kenku looks very confused at that question and kind of just looks at you and says, "Why would I know how to control the thing that's been killing off our friends?" That's kind of weird for you
Oh,
to
Oh,
ask.
the paladin's not your friend?
No, he comes and kills us at night
Hmm.
Oh. So why were you eating people?
I
because
want to look
As
at
a
Hyphen.
friend.
I'm like, how ain't I
because
gonna
we're
lie?
undead creatures and we need to feast on the living to survive. Bestie, you should know this.
You know
I
what? You're
just want to
right.
look at
You're right.
Hyphen, and I want to go. Have you had roasted elf ribs? Like, honestly, they're a delicacy, and if it wasn't a crime in most villages, it'd probably be my
I'm really glad Vez isn't here right now.
Okay.
like human meat is top. Like once you get past the muscle, because the
Mhm.
muscle is kind of
I'm gonna just hope he's talking about high elf ribs and not dark elf ribs.
right. Some little onions and like some. Ooh, yes.
I will have to try that sometime. I guess. um, I don't know what I was gonna say now. That was so out of the blue.
So, what are the
What
two
else
of
we're
you
gonna
going to
eat
do
later?
with the Kenku?
Well, right now I have
Um,
him in manacles, so he is
I
captured.
just kind of want to kill him. Like, huh?
You know,
I
hyphen.
think a better
Well,
question.
question: does she say that out loud?
Yeah, I just say I kind of want to kill him.
You know, my first thought was also killing, but it's dawned on me: this man is made of acid blood, and he has a whole library full of medical knowledge. I'm sure that between his medical little library and my natural talents, I could figure out a way to dissect him alive. And I think it'd be a lot more beneficial for everyone involved.
The the Kenku kind
Okay.
of hears Boolie's thought on this and kind of looks at you, Hyphen, like, "No, please don't do that. Please. We're besties. Besties don't do that. I was just joking about trying to eat you alive. I swear. I was gonna eat your friends."
Um, question. How long did it take us to run here? Like, is it less than an hour to get back
What, to the center square?
to the office, to where his office? Yeah, to where we came from. We were running
Oh
through
yeah,
the
it's
woods.
it's less than an hour. It's like maybe a 10-minute jog. It's not the biggest village.
Uh, yeah, can we just carry him back? Like, he can still,
I
he's charmed
can.
for an hour, so.
I'm moving
Yeah,
through as
I'll
we
just be
continue.
like, hey, bestie, we're gonna go on a real field trip. Don't worry about it. We'll get ice cream. You know, this is a really, really bad place to talk. So we're gonna go somewhere else. You down? Yeah, you're down. Let's go. My friend's gonna carry you.
I'm picking up Kinku, buddy. We're going straight to the examination table.
Oh,
The things I'm
oh
about
no.
to do are unholy.
So, while all this is happening, we'll switch over to Vesden, Oneki, and Yizel. The three of you are walking through the woods trying to figure out where this paladin is. Vez, what are you doing?
Um, we were having issues tracking the paladin. Can I we don't have a solid trail on the paladin right now, right?
No.
Okay, I'm going to do. What am I going to do? I'm gonna turn to Oneki and say, let's maybe we can see if he left any tracks on the way out of here.
Yeah, I. That's probably our best bet at this. Definitely.
Are you good? Are
Um,
you good at searching for tracks? That's not really my strong suit.
Let me. That would be investigation.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Uh, yeah. And I have advantage on investigating things I care about. And I have a feeling
Ooh.
I care about this. So,
Sounds good. I was about to offer you help because I'm also investigating things.
so
If you already have advantage, you're good.
advantage 19.
All right. So, you are looking for any form of sign of where the paladin could have gone. You don't know where they went. All you know is general direction. You do notice that there's a few broken twigs and the faint sense of burnt flesh coming from, well, the path leads in front of you. A couple 100 feet in front of you, you kind of start seeing a pattern of broken twigs and the smell of burnt flesh.
So I relay that information to Vez and Izael.
So, Vez, what do you want to do with that information?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Essentially, Oneki noticed some broken twigs and the smell of burnt flesh leading
Maybe part of this you
couple
want my
100 feet in front of you.
Can I see anything in that direction? I have dark. I know it's nighttime, but I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oof. We'll see how this goes. 7.
So you do see the broken twigs, but not as far as you usually would at night.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to just. I'm gonna kind of like crouch down to say, Let's head in that direction. I can kind of go stealthy and see if I can get the drop of whatever's over. Get the drop on whatever's over there."
Okay. Uh, what's our game plan for approaching the paladin? Are we going to try and sneak up on it, or do we want to like approach it for like a dialogue?
I
Like, what's
think
our? Mm-hmm.
it's not necessarily an enemy. I can go on stealth and I can cover you in case like things go south. But I think you'd probably have a better like in a head-on fight. I don't think I'd do super well. Then I can
That's
respond with pretty
true.
strong damage if he like comes up, and I can
So,
and I'll be able to close the distance quick and help you out.
okay, so we're going to try and find it, and then I'll go in and try to establish peaceful talks. I guess is
I
the plan.
kind of I kind of use my elbow and I just kind of elbow Neki in the arm and just use your classic charm. I think that it works it works pretty much all the time.
Yeah, 50-50%, right? I'd say, but yes, let's get to it. Let's do it.
So,
On
okay. So you guys gonna choose to go forward, following the trail?
Yep.
I'm gonna go stealth and take a kind of roundabout way, splitting off from Oneki. But I'm gonna keep a visual on her just in case something happens.
All right. Oh, great. So, Viz, for you. Um. Oh, 23. Nice. So what direction are you going in? You said you're going the roundabout, right?
Yes. Oneki's heading. I'm gonna just like kind of go in like a curve, a more curved path. I'm just gonna say like I'm close enough that I can keep a visual on Oneki and whatever she's heading towards.
All right. So, Vez, you start going around to keep an eye on Oneki. I'm gonna need a deck save from you.
18.
So as you go through the trees, bobbing and weaving around to make sure that you keep an eye on Oneki, but also trying to keep an eye out for the paladin. You do feel the ground below you kind of move for just an instant, and in the nick of time, you do jump out of the way as the ground that you were on, like running on at that moment, shoots back about 100 feet backwards. The ground kind of glows a faint orange glow, and just faintly, just for the briefest of seconds, you can see a small rune as it disappears.
Do I hear this commotion going on?
I would say so, yes.
I immediately head towards Vez's position.
All right.
I
Onegi. Oh, go ahead.
can I mentally communicate with Oh, I can't mentally communicate directly to Oneki, right? We're not all linked up. I can only communicate like
I do have message. So I'll say if you'll allow it, Nick, I'll say that I immediately like. It says I have to point. Like, would he be out of like sight range? I couldn't point at him.
I'm going to say no because he made sure to keep you in his sight. So I would say that you would be able to see him if you needed to.
Cool. And it says that I can cast the spell through solid objects if I'm familiar with the target, and know it is beyond the barrier. So I think probably just because we're in a situation where I wouldn't want anyone to hear me talking, rather than like yelling for Vez or anything, I'd like head in his direction and I just like point and like say, like, "Are you okay? What was that?"
In response, I'm just gonna say stop.
Okay.
Explosion glyph. Trap.
Okay.
I'm okay, and I say I'm okay.
So Oneki, you were gonna try to run towards Vez, correct?
Yeah, but if he says stop, I'm going to stop. I'm going to like freeze in place and just try and like look around.
So you stop and begin to look around. As you stop, you kind of kick a rock, and the field in front of you, in about a 5 foot circular radius, it begins to glow a faint green as the leaves that were caught in the trees and limbs that were caught in the circle begin to crash to the ground, making deep indents in the earth as though gravity within that 5 foot radius increased 1,000-fold.
This is the 5 foot radius I'm standing in, or the 5 foot radius Vez is standing in?
The 5 foot radius is like legit an inch in front of you. You stop just in the nick of time to not be caught in it.
Okay. Okay. What should I do? I think I say I try to like gesture for Vez to try and like duck out of sight, although we don't know where this is coming from, and I say, "Hello, friend. We mean you no harm."
Go stealth. Try and go stealthy. Just.
So nothing answers back to your call, Oneki?
Okay. I shoot Vez another message and I say, "Do you have any idea where, like, what if this is a trap? Is it something that like was that a trap or was that a spell someone cast?"
It was something. It was something way before. I saw a glyph disappear. It went off. So I think it was kind of magical, like a rune on the like a rune trap or something behind. Can I roll for like try and see if I can spot any other traps or like recognize see any traps on the ground?
Give me an Arcana check.
These are always.
And Oneki, if you want, you can also give me an Arcana check.
Yes, please. 13.
So, with your rolls, you don't know exactly where, but you sense glyphs all over this forest. You don't know what exactly they'll do if you get within a certain radius of them, but you do sense that there are many glyphs and runes scattered throughout the forest.
Only on the ground?
They're with your rolls. They're on the ground. They're on trees. They're anywhere someone could potentially fall into a trap for.
Damn it, Minato!
Can I cast Unseen Servant?
Go for it.
Can we tell where all of these glyphs are, or do we just, like, we can sense that they're there?
You can sense that they're there.
I would like to send my Unseen Servant in front of me and try and determine a glyph-free path,
Okay.
if I can.
Okay. I'm going to have you do. Let me load up your card.
So it says that it creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force that can perform simple tasks. So I think what I'm asking it to do is just to like press on the ground every couple of feet or so in a straight path in front of me to try and ascertain where these traps are.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. We can work with that. So you're going to have your unseen servant go ahead of you to make this set off any traps that may need to be set. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So what direction do you want to start? Do you want to walk towards Vez and meet up with him, or do you want to walk just straight ahead like you were originally planning on doing?
I message Vez. I'm saying, do you want me to come to you, or do you think you still have a chance of like sneaking around this thing and I can draw attention my way?
How far away is the spot where we think the paladin is?
Maybe 200, maybe about 100 yards. I'm gonna say about 100 yards away.
Ooh, 300 feet.
The fact you know
If it
that
was
by heart is
daytime,
crazy.
no. So yeah, if it was daytime, I'd be more comfortable with this, but I can only see up to 120 feet. So I'm gonna message back to Oneki. Go towards them. I will move within shooting range of the meeting spot.
Okay.
I'll
When I start
I'll
moving,
figure out my own way.
I start moving straight ahead then.
Okay, so you start moving straight ahead. Your unseen servant is scrubbing the ground, scrubbing trees to make sure that you won't potentially be hit by something. You go for about 10 feet or so, and your unseen servant touches the tree, and a glowing blue glyph appears on the side of the tree. A beam of light fires out of it. Is your unseen servant, is it vulnerable to radiant damage?
I mean, I think it's vulnerable to all types of damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it takes any kind of damage, it's gone.
It has an AC of 10, 1 hit point, and a strength of 2.
Okay.
We three bears.
All right. So your unseen servant is hit square in what would be its face by the radiant energy coming from the tree, from the glyph on the tree. It stops in its tracks for just a second, and then continues going forward.
Okay, so it was hit, but it didn't do any damage to it. Okay.
Specifically by radiant damage, by radiant energy.
I relay that information to Vez, and I dodge around the glyph if possible. Like I'll go behind the tree rather than in front of the glyph.
So while that's happening, Vez, what are you doing? You're jumping around trying to dodge runes, right?
I'm gonna try that, but I think I'm gonna try and see if I can use my shadow daggers and throw them at like the ground, and as at whatever path I'm taking to see if I can set off runes ahead of time.
Okay. Which direction are you throwing your first dagger?
I'm gonna just take a straight line to the meeting place. I'm gonna find like a nice spot. Like if I could just find a spot in the trees with a nice vantage point that's within like 100 feet of where Neki's heading. I'm gonna just pathway directly to there.
All right.
That makes yeah.
All right. So you throw your first dagger, and it trips one of the glyphs, and the orange light flashes, and your dagger, which was flying forward, like common sense says it should, it immediately stops where it is and shoots straight up into the air, disappearing into the night.
I'm just better that than me. Like kind of just say to myself, and then I'm gonna continue making my way towards like the vantage point as I'm using my daggers to try and set off these runes.
I have a question.
Yes.
There's a whole series of explosions in the forest. Is there not, from them setting off all these runes?
Explosions? No.
No. Oh, okay.
So
we would
the
not
way
see these bright lights at all, will we?
you actually, well, no, this is happening while you're in the general store.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So what they're doing is happening simultaneously at this, what you and Hyphen did. So you guys wouldn't see what's happening, and if you did, as you wouldn't see it at all, because well, from what you're gonna hear a little later, it'll make more sense as to why you're not even if you were outside, you wouldn't see or hear what's happening.
Actually, as we're moving, I'm gonna grab the piece of Hyphen's hair, and I'm gonna just grab it and just relay like a quick like report of what we're doing. Like,
Are you trying to relate that
Oneki,
to Hyphen or to Oneki?
through Hyphen. I'm trying to inform Hyphen and Booley what we're up to, just giving them an update.
So you do send the message, but I'm going to say we're gonna hold off on a potential reply until a little later.
Okay.
Just know that you, for all intents and purposes, sent the message.
Okay.
So
okay, I'm gonna continue making my way to the vantage point then.
All right. So after dodging a series of glyphs and runes through your own individual way, both of you meet up at the edge of the wood, and you see there is a cave opening. And standing in the cave opening is a warforged. A small warforged, a wooden one, not a metallic one, but like a wooden warforged, standing at the mouth of the cave opening, looking out for something.
Hail and well met, friend Warforged.
The Warforged, they kind of jump back. They're startled by seeing you, and they're very confused. And they kind of take a combative stance, but give me a perception check.
Wait, am I with Oneki when this is happening, or I'm at this vantage point just looking over?
You would be at the vantage point.
Okay.
You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 7.
So with your 7, you kind of notice the Warforged knees are shaking. They're trying to put up a strong facade, but you can tell that they're scared.
I don't mean you any harm. I promise. We're just looking for the paladin.
They kind of for a second let down their fists and then immediately raise them back up, kind of more steeling themselves, and say, "Paladin, River, what did you do? What did you do? Why are you asking about River?"
He attacked the village, which I'm not here to hunt him. It seemed like there was some iffy stuff going on around the village, especially with the doctor, and he purified the water in the well. So I came to seek information.
Give me another perception check, and with advantage, because this is gonna be plain as day to see.
Okay.
Okay, so with your 17, you kind of see a look of confusion on the Warforged, And they immediately put their fists down and say, see, I told River, everyone thinks that when they wear the armor, that they're a dude. Like, see, this is why you don't let these Slayer members design their own armor. Oh my
You know
gods.
what? No, actually, you know what? That was on me. I made a very gendered assumption based on the armor, which I really should not do because lots of people wear, armor. Lots of people of all different types of genders. That was actually on me. I don't think that that's River's fault.
No, that's that dumbasses. Wait, no, we're not friends. And they immediately raise their fists up again.
Well, we could be. I'm always looking for new friends.
How did you get through the glyphs? They were designed to keep them out.
Well, I'm very good at my job.
Are you one of them?
The villagers? No, we were on an accident there was a mimic kind of thing going on.
Prove it. Prove to me you're not one of them. Here, and they kind of throw you. They throw a knife to the ground near your feet and say, "Cut your finger, and let whatever comes out of you hit the ground." That's the only way that I'll know you're not one of them.
Okay, that brings up a lot of interesting questions about the villagers for me now. While I am saying that, I would like to message Vez and say, found someone. Does not seem to be an enemy. Approach with caution. And I'm going to pick up the knife and I'm going to prick my finger and let my blood fall to the ground.
So
I'm gonna not fully draw my bow, but I'm gonna have an arrow like knocked just in case I need to like take a quick shot. But it's not gonna be like drawn and aimed at him.
So while this is happening, Vez, I need you to give me a perception roll.
Okay. 23.
So, as you reach for your arrow, you sense someone's breath on the back of your neck.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of how if do I have enough space at the spot to like to draw. I'm gonna draw my dagger and I'm gonna create a dagger and draw and spin around just like ready to fight. But not like attacking them, just like moving back so I can see what the hell that is.
The person who's behind you says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you. Just put your hands up and we'll go meet our friends, okay?"
Are you referring to your friend down there? And I kind of just use my face to gesture towards where. I just asked which friends are you referring to?
Yes, I'm talking about my husband and your giant friend over there who's pricking their finger. Huh.
Would I've been able to hear their conversation? Oneki and the Warforged.
I'm gonna say with your dirty elf ears, yes.
I'm gonna without turning around. I'm just gonna say I'm assuming you're River then, the one who purified the well in town.
That would be me. And you
What?
would be one of the adventurers, I assume, who I failed
I'm
to
gonna
save from the train.
As I hear this, I'm just gonna drop my make my dagger disappear and hold my hands up and say, "Then I have no reason to consider you an enemy. Then it seems.
Well, I have
At
to
least
do
it
this.
seems like. At least it seems. I don't really have a choice since you got the drop on me.
Oh, you always have a choice. That's very important. We always have choices, and this is my choice." And River kind of pricks. They prick your finger as well. You're not gonna take any damage from it. It's a prick. They want to see what you bleed, and it's not what they're looking for. River says, "You can put your hands down. You're good. Let's just walk over in a calmly manner. I feel that we can all figure this out together.
As long as you're not working with that fucking Kenku, I'm all for working with you.
So, Oneki, you pricked your finger, blood fell to the ground. The Warforged kind of just puts their dukes down. They look at you, walk over, and they reach for your hand. They make a gesture like, give me your hand. Will you give them your hand?
I do.
So,
I kind of do that gesture where you like put your hand like a lady waiting for her hand to be kissed.
so they take your hand and they put their finger on the cut, and a bit of sap comes out, and it essentially becomes a band-aid.
Now that is a useful trick. Oh, I should ask, because you are currently stationed in the middle of the woods and we did have like a train wreck. There was a lady, and then I described Shanti. I don't suppose you found her or saw her. I don't know if she died. She might just be walking around.
Oh, you
avoiding.
mean the other giant lady? Yeah, she's not doing great right now. We're doing the best we can, but she definitely needs.
But you found her, and she's currently alive.
Yeah, she's in the cave. And the Warforged kind of, before anything, the Warforged looks back and says, "Oh, my name's Gravy, by the way. That's Gravy with a V." And they kind of cup their hands over what would be their mouth and says, "River, they're cool. They're here with the giant lady." And out of the woods comes Vesden and River.
Yes, we mean neither of you any harm. Me and my venerable companion here are just trying to get to the bottom of this mess in town. And I'm trying to do a little bit of subtle magic here. As I say venerable companion, I want to give Vez bardic inspiration, just in case things go down.
River, as they walk with Vez, they kind of look at you, Oneki, and says, "You're a bard. Oh, your kind does like to give inspiration to people. That's so delightful."
Well, thank you. I try my best. I always found that I've had like a little bit of a sparkling personality. Well, according to my mom, and like moms are of course very biased, but I always try to my best to do a little bit of light. Whenever I'm in a room, and I'm so glad you could notice. Those you do have bardic inspiration.
So, all right. So, Vesden and Oneki, you two kind of stand side by side as River walks up to their husband, the Warforged, Gravy. They take off their helmets, and under it, you see a bald, umber-skinned, feminine-presenting individual. They have scars on their face from what you can tell is years of battle.
Is River also a Warforged? Or are they
no,
or are they a different race?
They're a different race. They're actually an Azamar, but they look more human than angelic. They reach out their hand and say, and to first Oneki and then you Vesden, and say, "Hello, my name is River Lacroix. I'm a first lieutenant in the Demon Slayer Corps, and I am here to, well, do my job. Again, my sincere apologies for not being able to save you from the train before the monsters could get you, but I am here now, and you two look to be in good health, and you're not currently zombies in disguise, so that's pretty good."
So, quick question. Zombies are a thing here? Are the townspeople are zombies?
I don't suppose it has anything to do with the finger pricking thing, does it?
Why don't we go into the cave? I think you'll want to see everything before I tell you.
Right. Also, your spouse mentioned something was up with Shanty, right?
Oh,
He's not doing well.
the giant lady, yes. Oh, he. It's best if you see. So the
Uh,
four of you walk into the cave. You see a bunch of older children there. You see a few teenagers, but no one in the cave is an adult besides the giant woman who is currently in the corner in a deep sleep. You see Shanti wrapped up in bandages, and you can clearly see through the bandages that she's been severely burned and battered and scarred from the train crash. River kind of walks up and says, "We found her in the train wreckage. I don't know what she was doing on the train, but just from the investigation I did, it looks like she saved as many people as she could. She hasn't woken up since we found her, and I have Gravy constantly monitoring her, but he's only an artificer. He's not a they're not a medicine bot." And Gravy kind of looks up very insulted at the word bot, and they interject and they say, "Not a bot, a warforged. I have a soul, and yes, I can only do so much with what I have. And right now, my priorities have been taking care of these children. We've been here for 3 years trying to get rid of these things, but every time they eat, they get a new member, and they just keep growing, and it's been hard." And Gravy kind of just stops talking and just walks over to the kids to make sure they're okay. River picks up where he leaves off and says, like Gravy said, a young woman, when we came, a young woman named Fiona gave us a she gave us a request to take care of the children, and if we could, to kill these creatures that destroyed her life. And tonight, I had to kill the zombie that took her face. Some nights are better than others. I unfortunately can only strike in the night because for some reason the train brings new people every day, and the mist keeps me at bay. Right now, I have runes all across this forest, making sure that if any of them come into this forest, they can't talk, they can't get out. There's no communication out of this forest besides between me and Gravy. And there's multiple radiant runes around to make sure that if, they do trip something, they'll either be slowed or thrown, or at best case scenario, destroyed from the radiant energy. And it's been tough, and I didn't sign up for the Slayer Corps to take care of children. I'm not made for this. I'm not.
well, I mean, it sounds like you both found yourselves in quite a predicament. But on the bright side, the train is no longer running, so there's going to be no more new zombies. And me and my friends are here, so we'll help you take care of the rest. Um, I think I turned to Vista and I'm just like, I should know this already. I'm sorry. Do you have any medical training at all? One of us should probably check Shanty.
That's just like, oh, are you talking to me, the one who kills people for a living?
Listen, sometimes you need to know medicine to kill people. Those are not completely separate things.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I don't got nothing. I'm like, can't you cast like any kind of healing spells or anything? I'm sure even a little bit will go a long way.
I have healing word.
Better something than nothing.
Can I try and do a medicine check
I will never stop you from doing a check. Go ahead.
21.
You got a 21?
I got a 21.
Yo.
Good,
Okay.
good.
Great. All right. So, okay, I do have to, is that a dirty 21? Like, is it like a,
Dirty 21, yeah. Like, I add +3.
okay, that was like a nat 20 with the +1 modifier. Okay, cool. Still great. So, you walk over to Shanti, and her body, you kind of, actually, tell me what type of exam that you want to do on her with that 21. Like, what are you trying to do?
I think I'm just trying to, like, figure out if she's unconscious because, like, she's near death, or if she's just kind of, like, unconscious as her body heals. It's, like, I'm trying to figure out how close to death she is and if, like, doing any kind of healing magic will help, or if I need to get her to, like, a doctor before we see any improvement.
So, with the 21, I'm going to keep that in mind. I need you to also give me an Arcana check.
Okay. With advantage or just a straight one?
Sure. Yeah, give me an advantage. That 21, that's, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Cool. Gotta ask for advantage. That's a 17.
So, with your 17 and the 21, you walk over to Shanti and you begin to try to do a as good as you can of some type of checkup on her. Her skin, covered in scars and burns, is getting colder and colder by the minute. Her breath is shallow and weak, and you can sense that a piece of her isn't there. What you would know from your interactions of a bright and vibrant Shanti, a bouncy and bubbly one, is nothing but a husk in this case. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Do I think that this is like from the mimic? Or is this like just a new thing that we have to deal with?
So, a bit of both. It's definitely, the physical repercussions of performing those heavy magic spells on the five of you, plus saving all that she could from the train crash. It definitely took a lot out of her, and during those moments of weakness, there were definitely hits that were very hard on her.
Okay. Do I think that healing word would help at all? Or is it just kind of like she needs rest and a proper doctor?
Physically, it would help.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast healing word at the second level spell slot.
All right.
That's 8 hit points.
So would, while you're doing that, would you be would you be making physical contact with Dantu?
Yes, I would be.
So,
I'd be like holding her hand.
okay.
Something.
So with that, she begins to warm up a bit, and you do feel a finger move. Her eyes begin to kind of creak open, and a smile comes across her bandaged face. She looks over and says, "Giant one. Hi."
I think I don't know that me and Shanti have been very friendly, so I think I'm just like, this is probably not a good sign about how good she is mentally. And I just like pat her hand, and I say out loud like, "Hi, we're gonna get you out of this alive, promise."
Don't make promises you can't keep. And her eyes begin to close, and her breath becomes, it goes back from being what would be a steady breath from your healing back to being shallow.
Okay, so that's going to be a problem we need to deal with.
So, Vesden, while this is happening, How would you be over with Oneki and Shanti, or would you be some distance away?
I think I'd be asking River questions.
So while you're talking to River, their voice begins to fade into a womp 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 womp. You blink and you blink again, and you find yourself in a dark room sitting in a chair. To your right, you see your father's office, and everywhere else is pitch black darkness. Three fireballs appear in front of you, and they begin to spin in a circle. A woman in blood red robes walks up behind them. You see in the light cast by the fireballs, her hand wave, and the image of your father in his office disappears. The woman looks at you and she says, "Focus on the light and focus on my voice. You were trained for this. This is your time. You are a tool to kill Vestin, and you will do the duty that has been assigned to you." While this is happening, your body begins to move. You move closer and closer to Shanti specifically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, are you going to try to stop your body, or are you going to let what is going to happen, happen?
I'm gonna try and stop my body because, as far as I'm concerned, I'm supposed to be my mesh. Usually, they don't like this. The guild doesn't interfere with my missions directly. So I'm gonna try and stop my body from what's happening because this is very abnormal.
So, what we're going to do, I'm going to roll a strength check, and you are going to roll a wisdom saving throw, and whoever is higher for the next 3 turns will essentially say what's next. This is essentially a death saving throw. So if you get to what might happen will not happen. If I get to, then we have to let the dice tell the story. Okay?
Okay.
So you are currently in your head. The fireballs are spinning. The woman is speaking to you. What do you want to do?
Do I feel my body move? I'm still in my head talking. I recognize the woman, correct?
You do.
Oh,
The woman is the head of the Assassin's Guild.
I'm I'm just gonna look her in the eye and just say, I haven't filled this mission yet. There's no reason for you to be interfering like this.
You do not speak back to me, Vesden. So I'm going to roll a strength check. That'll be -1 to my roll versus your roll of wisdom saving +2.
And you have the bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna save it for when I really, really need it.
So strength check 1, I got a 12.
I got an 8.
So roll 1 goes to me.
Uh, I'm gonna use this How much is bardic inspiration?
So you get to add a d6 to the. No, you get to roll a d6 to add to the thing.
I want to use this now. I'm not.
So actually, it's a d8 now.
It's a d8 now. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna use this then.
All right.
Okay, that's a 14 now.
So in your head, one of the fireballs extinguishes, and the headmistress looks at you and says, "How dare you disobey me, boy. I took you when he wouldn't even look at you, and this is how you pay me back. Oh, your blood will paint a very vivid portrait, Vestin. So your body stops for just a moment, and it continues to walk. So I'm going to roll the strength check again, and you're going to do the wisdom saving throw again.
I'm guessing Oneki doesn't notice anything weird about me.
Yeah, do I notice anything weird about this?
I'm going to say that Oneki is more focused on Shanti than Vesden right now, and River is getting kind of a weird vibe from you, but they just met you, so it could just be you're a weird guy.
Another roll?
Yeah, I got a 19.
God damn it.
I got a 4.
So one of the fireballs grows brighter, larger, and darker. It goes from like a vivid bright red to a crimson blood-like flame. All you hear in the background is oh, oh, don't worry, that witch will be dead soon. And you will too, Vesden.
Why do you want me to kill her anyway? She's not part of the contract. I need the mayor's the target.
That contract was a lie, boy. It was just for you to get close to her. It's all a part of the plan. And if you would just play nice, you could have lived to see what would happen next.
Why do you want Shanti dead? I thought the mayor's. I thought you wanted the mayor. Like what? Why is she your target?
Because she's in the way. She wants peace. And peace is bad for business. Final roll.
Oh,
Final roll, man. One to one.
I rolled a 12.
So you begin to. So let me ask you: in your chair, do you attempt to struggle free? You're currently kind of strapped to the chair, a la brainwashing chair from like the Cold War. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm gonna. I think is like the mental manifestation of me fighting against the brainwashing. I'm gonna try and break through the chair.
so the chair, the more you struggle, the tighter the chair holds onto you. And the headmistress kind of spins the fireballs faster, the remaining two. And she kind of ducks down so you can get a good look at her face. And her face changes, it contorts, it twists into your very nightmares. You've seen this face. You've seen it during your years of training. You've seen it on your worst days. You've seen it on the fellow guildmates who have died at her hands on their final days. This is the face that one sees before their blood becomes the paint for the headmistress's murals. She looks you dead in your eye, and your blood runs cold. But as the fireballs begin to slow to symbolize me rolling this d20, you feel a warmth behind you. One that you feel you lost. One that you feel you have forgotten. It's a hand on your shoulder. It's Giltry's hand. He's there with you. He looks down and says, "This isn't you. It was never you." And you feel the restraints on the chair begin to loosen to a degree. You essentially get a fatherly inspiration. So roll again.
Do the wisdom roll again.
Yep.
Oh, let's see how this goes. Ooh, a 17.
So, with your fatherly inspiration, you burst away from the chair. The headmistress rolled a 6. So tell me how you get out of this brainwashing. What do you do?
I'm gonna plunge a dagger right into her jugular, into their jugular. Just like I'm just gonna run as soon as I break through. I'm just gonna run straight at the summon a shadow dagger and just like stab it into her neck with all like as much force as possible. And almost like if you've seen Attack on Titan, how Mikasa like goes like aggro against those the what's it called, those kidnappers. It's kind of like that. Just like all my senses heightened, just like straight aggression. Like
So, with that, the scene in your mind breaks. The darkness washes and crumbles away, leaving nothing but a grassy field. One that you've known from your childhood. It's the grassy field that you and your father would go to on the rare days Giltree would have off from the Magic Academy. In the field stands you and Giltree as the sun blazes above the two of you. He looks at you and reaches a hand out. Do you wish to take the hand?
take the hand. I'll be a little bit reluctant at first, but I'll take the hand, just trying to get away from whatever brainwashing is going on right now, or whatever manipulation is going on.
So he shakes your hand and he pulls you in for a hug and he says, I know I haven't been the best father, but you always have a home. And he begins to also shatter and fade away as you come to your senses and you look around you and the children are scared. River has their blade at hand ready. And you look in your hand and your dagger is there in your hand standing over Shanti. You haven't killed her yet.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm sure everything's okay, right, Beston?
I'm gonna fall back and then like onto my ass, just like kind of freaked out with like a single tear down my face. And the dagger just gonna be on the ground. Like I'm just gonna be crying, but I'm not gonna be making a sound.
I'm going to get up and kick the dagger as far away as possible. I'm going to be like, okay, that was scary for all of us, but Veston isn't. I can't. It's not a color. Veston wouldn't hurt Shanti without a reason. So I think we all need to move the children, because I'm sure that was not great for the children. So let's. Veston, can I tie you up for a second? I'm sorry.
I think that might. I'm just gonna stay really down.
So I first of all, I drop all of my weapons to show that I mean no harm, and I just say, please just take care of the children. I don't know what that was, but Veston, I know Veston, okay? Something's going on.
River lowers their blade, and Gravy, hiding behind a large child, also lowers their dukes and steps forward with their chest puffed up, like they were ready to do something, but they weren't. River
just like,
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
I'm just gonna wipe the tears from my face with the back of my hand.
River lowers their sword and says, okay, right now I'm too tired to not trust you. If you say your friend is okay, he will be your duty. If you are to be on our side, he will be your duty to watch.
Yeah, And I think Oneki, like probably in the face, looks like this is great, but like in the eyes is very panicked, and she's just like, "Absolutely, I'll handle it." Um, and I'm going to like, I'm gonna, I think, get like rope around Feston's wrists, and then like slowly like stand him up and like go to where I can like try and calm him down away from the children.
So, Oneki, you you just so I can get it in my head for what I'm gonna do next. You've made physical contact with Vestin, yes?
Yes, I would have made physical contact at this point.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Don't like that.
So while this is happening, Shanti kind of finds the strength to roll over and sit up. She looks tired. She looks haggard. But she looks over at Vesden and she says, "See, the master wasn't wrong by choosing you. You just have to believe in yourself. That's all."
Okay, is this a test? Is this like an assassin thing? Because then that was very scary, and like you were obviously very upset by whatever that was as well. But like I did not sign up for whatever assassin bullshit this is.
I'm just gonna look directly at Shanti. I'm just gonna say the Assassin's Guild wants to kill you. That's how I ended up. I thought they wanted to kill the mayor, but it seems like they want to kill you because whatever you're doing is creating peace, and that's bad for business.
Of course she'd want to kill me. She killed my dad too. Of course I'd be next.
Why?
Shanti kind of takes as deep of a breath as she can and says, "My father was the master of the Assassin's Guild. He took her in and trained her. And then she killed him. He taught me that killing should not be the first thing. That death is not an absolute. She didn't like that, and she brainwashed students, and together they killed him. Ever since then, I have been working for peace, and peace is not good for business. Not for her, and definitely not for them."
I think I misunderstood a little bit about how your Assassin's Guild worked. Are you okay, Giltree? Not sorry, not Giltree. Are you okay, Vest? Do you need water or a place to cry or something?
I'm just gonna turn her and just say it like very curtly. And then I'm just gonna exhale a little bit and just say, "This is good. Now I have now I have an actual target to go after. Sounds like the master needs a public student at some point."
So while this is happening, Shanti kind of begins to cough, and it doesn't stop, and she takes a breath as she falls back to the cot that she was laying on, essentially. And she just continues to cough and cough. And Vesden, in the back of your mind, in the deepest recesses of it, you hear the guild mistresses laugh. And as you hear the laugh, Shanti draws her last breath.
Let's just sit down, just comparing it down to like at first real kind of mildly distraught, but then just like real just angry.
So while that's happening, simultaneously, Hyphen and Hyphen specifically, Bully is carrying the Kenku to his office, correct?
Yeah.
So around that time that what's happening in the woods is happening, your neck begins to burn.
My neck?
Yes, your neck specifically begins to
Okay.
burn. And I need a con saving throw from you.
Okay. Ooh, not 20.
So the pain isn't enough to make you fall to your knees, but it's definitely a searing pain. Bully, give me a perception check. Young Bully.
Hear me?
All right,
I
so
would have totally rather used my passer for that.
okay, that's fair. For this out, that's fine. So you are carrying the Kenku. You look back and you see a light emanating from Hyphen's neck.
What
It's
color is it?
a green. A green light
Oh.
emanating from the side of their neck.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Well, actually, sorry, it's not from
Yeah.
their neck. It's from behind their ear, but it's kind of radiating down to their neck. You look, and there are runes, and they start at their neck, and go to behind their ear, and they begin to shatter and fade away from reality. And then as the light fades, you notice a pulsating orange light from a mark behind Hyphen's ear. It's a rune. I need you to give me a history check, Bully, with advantage.
Is it from my like mark?
Yep,
Like my damn.
Let me roll my
Kind of
second.
forgot I had that.
I didn't.
Wow.
So, Bully, you know that rune from your readings in your training days. You don't know exactly what it's for, but you do know that it has to do with something with hags. And the mark is pulsating behind your friend Hyphen's ear. It's pulsating a sickening orange light, like a heart that just started beating for the first time in months.
Does Bully know Hyphen's backstory?
You do not.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So I'ma just shelf that idea because we're not gonna metagame. But I am gonna ask, hey, Hyphen buddy, you feeling okay?
Can I see the orange light coming from me? Like, do I know this is happening?
No, but you definitely feel it. It's the same pain you felt when they marked you originally, and you also feel it kind of pulsing like an extra heartbeat that's coming from your head.
I think Hyphen would actually run away from like just bolting the other direction.
So Hyphen takes off running in another direction, and I'm carrying a prisoner, and I'm separated from the rest of the party. Correct? This is my situation.
Yep.
Yep.
With Bully's free hand, he's gonna rub his chin like, While I am concerned, she she's a big girl. I'm sure she'll herself.
So,
She'll take
while all of this is happening, relatively, we find ourselves in Rikasha. We find ourselves at the foot of a giant statue to Osiris, and it's pouring rain. It's night. You hear sirens and in the background. You see searchlights waving in the night, trying to break through the dense darkness. And at the foot of the statue, we see someone digging down into the ground. As the rain mixes with the earth to create mud, the person just keeps on digging and digging, and they finally reach a golden casket. From within, the person sees the decayed body of Osiris, of an aged Osiris. They look down and kind of hold the cadaver's face, and they say, "Don't worry, my master. They will pay for what they did to your legacy. They will pay." So I think we're going to end here tonight, guys.
Did we all
Okay,
watch
so
that
to
in
be
character, or is that just narrative that happened?
That's just narrative that happened. It's definitely going to apply later on in a big way.
Oh, definitely.
So
Buddy's not gonna be happy when he hears that.
I'm in one spot, Bully's in one spot, and Vez and Oneki are in one spot. Where would
I'm going to
I
say
forget
Yzale
his
was
name.
lost in the woods.
Easier. Okay. All right.
This is. I think Vez is on the cusp of some major character traits.
So yeah, then we're gonna end the session here tonight.
Okay, that's not. I think this is a solid place to end it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Maybe he overslept.
What?
I just blipped back in. I don't know why my stuff was cutting out.
So do we know that is the Kinku the one that created these undead, or was the Kinku also on?
So
the source of that.
metagaming wise, metagaming, the Kenku create, they're all zombies. So they bite you and they don't eat all of you. You'll essentially become a zombie, and if you're a zombie long enough, you'll get sentience and be able to walk around like you're a normal person. But the Kenku doctor, who's a zombie, made the old lady that was a train passenger a zombie, and she was subsequently killed by a crowbar. R.I.P. Jason Todd. But for the purpose of the narrative, currently Oneki and Hyphen,
Vez wouldn't know this.
Yeah, Vez, Yzale, and Oneki wouldn't know that. The only thing you guys would know is that everyone's a zombie. I mean, actually, no. River did say that if you do get bitten, you turn into one, but you wouldn't know exactly the specifics of it. Only Bully and Hyphen would, but they can't really talk to you because of the runes that are cutting off communication.
You know what's wild about this?
What's that?
We still have to figure out the plot with the Raven Queen for certain. But also, I now have a whole zombie pet hostage. This is gonna be fun for me.
Vez is just sitting there, just traumatized from being mentally taken over as this is all going on.
So, and I just want to clarify that technically you did kill Shanti because you're a trained assassin who has other ways to kill covertly other than just stabbing someone in the face.
Oh, so the roll I made at the end, I lost and killed Shanti.
Yeah. But you were able to gain control of yourself and essentially put the brainwashing at bay to a degree.
But how? So did I do something did I poison her earlier? Has the brainwashing been going on as we've been going through?
So essentially, and this may be kind of gross, you essentially had a cyanide pill in a tube that you kind of just flicked out into her mouth.
That works.
This session, I'm here for it.
Because I mean, you're a trained assassin. In my head, you're like a killing machine from head to toe.
That's fair. No, I think that makes sense.
God damn it, we're gonna have to explain this. Like, I am going to have to try and explain this to the people who try to get like back us up, and I don't know how I'm supposed
I have
The real
a
question
I'm
is,
surprised
did oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just
so
surprised Vernatu would be so down to support Vez, even though he pretty much did kill Shanti.
I mean, I think like was it Shanti? So, Oneki's been suspicious about like the people in the guild, and I think that like at the very least, Oneki would like. I could be wrong about this because like we could probably roll to figure out if Oneki's like able to figure out that like Vez was under some kind of brainwashing. But also, I think like Oneki has more faith in Vezdin's assassin abilities. Like that was so obvious a ploy, like to just try and outright stab her that like there's so many opportunities Vez has had to kill Shanti that I think that even if she doesn't know that he was being mind controlled, she just finds this whole thing kind of like odd. And so I think he's like because Vezdin was obviously upset, Oneki's kind of just like, okay, one of these people I feel like I can trust more than the other, and up till now it's been Vezdin more than Shanti. And so she has questions, and also like you just had that very weird exchange with Shanti. So like she's also just like, okay, so there's shit I have no idea about that's happening that
wait,
both of you seem to have some idea of.
it's gonna be real funny when Hyphen finds out because she never liked the Shanti anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was just like, dang, that's crazy. Wow.
So is no one going
Yeah,
to talk
man.
about how as Shanti died, the runes on Hyphen's neck were destroyed?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that she was protecting me, so I'm like, that kind of sucks that I don't like her, but I stand by it.
Oh, so the runes I'm guessing they're the runes that are hiding you from the witches.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Oh,
Shanti was supposed to be the protection.
dang, we're gonna have a bunch of shit to deal with after this.
I really talked my shit about a Shanti to it. I'm not taking it back.
We have the
Truly,
the witches to deal with, the Saxons Guild now to deal with. If you guys are trying to, yeah, that's a lot.
truly, all of the other problems you people are dealing with are so much more high stakes than like Oneki's problem, which is that her friend went missing and is probably just like dicking around somewhere in the world. Like I think she's worried about her friend, but she's also just like he got out while he could, so she's just like, oh, I'm gonna like travel the world, and then she accidentally stumbled into this group, and she's just like, unprepared.
Vez is gonna have to swallow his pride and figure out some way to reconcile with Giltree.
If it makes you feel any better, Bully hasn't been home to see his parents like he promised. So his mom's gonna be mad at him.
You're a monster. How dare you not go home and see Mama Minotaur?
We've been saving the
Have
world.
we? Have we?
You know what I hear? An excuse. Did you not call your mom? Have you been eating? Have you been murdering effectively and efficiently, young man?
Speaking of, I did have a question though. So you know how cows have 4 stomachs in real life?
Okay.
And you also know how cows have been documented to eat snakes and like regurgitate the skin from time to time?
I didn't know that, but continue.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I remember next session, can I do the same thing with the Kenku's tongue? I have something I would like to try.
Wait, you swallowed it?
I mean,
Oh,
shoot out.
I thought you spit it
wouldn't
out
you be
because
getting?
I definitely
Wouldn't you be
need you
getting
to.
consistent damage if it's just chilling there?
Right, you're still taking acid damage in your tummy, sir.
I have 4 stomachs already full of acid.
It is literally ripping through one of your stomachs. I'm gonna say zombie acid is stronger than stomach acid.
Okay, so it would be a bad idea if I role play as if I swallow it. So,
Oh God, I am stressed. You should be dead right now. How are you? Oh God.
All
Next
right, let me
question.
just retcon that.
Please because
How
Let me retcon that.
how? Oh my. Okay. Because I thought you bit it then spit it. Not. Oh God. Oh God.
Like when I bit his tongue, I wanted to bite it clean off. And since I was in combat, I thought the easiest thing would do would just, finish swallow it.
Like, how do I even add a new character in because you died by swallowing a zombie tongue?
Yeah, that would be a quite a way to go.
Here lies Bully. He died because he swallowed. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna.
Yo, had a mild panic attack from that. Fuck.
All right, so I'm gonna retcon.
Agreed.
Also, so future notice about taking hostages. Where do we stand on that as a party?
I feel like
Doesn't have an issue
Vernatu
with
is
it.
probably against it.
I mean, I don't. We'll figure it out. You want to take a?
Unlike he's the only one with legitimate morals in this party, to be honest.
I think he's really trying to get any of the train passengers out alive.
The train passengers are probably all zombies by now.
Like all of us have we're all kind of pretty questionable except Oneki.
Yeah, she's the normal one. She's here is like the standard for us to compare ourselves to.
Hey, but
How
all
a
of you
regular
are
person
consistent. And he swallowed the tongue.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide when I'm going to pick up cleric though, because I think it's reaching where I'd be okay with using that. Where I'm going to need some extra power. Ooh, actually, this is kind of I'm kind of wondering if I could spin this, because now that I have to take on the guild master, I'm wondering if I'd be trying to figure out a way to get some extra power.
With our gracious DM allowing me to capture this Kinku alive, this literally plays into how I'm about to get my next level up.
I just want you to know I never stop you from trying to take someone alive. You guys are the ones that want to kill everything.
It's interesting because I have the reputation for killing everything, but I'm also the person who's taken the most enemies alive at the same damn time.
I do feel like
valid.
I don't kidnap or kill people. So
I
don't
also
know
think
how
that's because
statistics.
I think it's also because we've strong armed you into taking people alive.
That is
I
also
think there are
valid.
many instances where you wanted to kill somebody and we were like, nah, we need them. And you're like, God damn it.
Because you definitely would have killed the Kenku earlier if it wasn't to take him alive for questioning.
But technically, I feel like River would probably know most of what we need to know, so we might be okay.
That Kinku was really egging me on to kill him. And I was like, so if I'm a trained combative, I'll probably be able to pick up on subtle psychological signs like that during combat. So I would know to resist the urge to kill him, but he's making it damn difficult. I was like, what if I just bit his fucking tongue off mid-sentence?
I'm about to say, Giselle would have just killed him outright.
Yeah, I'm glad Yaziel came with us. But then again, the paladin we might have gotten in a fight with River if Yaziel was with us.
Imagine the first night, instead of going to the doctor's office, we just went to go kill the paladin, like right off rip, all of us.
That would have been very awkward.
Sounds like he's got some kick-ass armor that I would have used. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Also, there's a Demon Slayer core, and they haven't come from my hide yet.
Keyword is so there's so much like extra narrative stuff that just falls by the wayside.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, I'm over a 7-foot tall minotaur that regularly eats people in public.
It doesn't mean you're a demon.
So there's actually a whole Slayer core. There's a Mage Slayer core. There's a Slayer core regiment. You know, there's Mage Slayers. There's Demon Slayers. There's Jinn Slayers. There's like, if it needs to be killed because it could be a threat to the balance of the world, they're there to kill it.
Also, let's talk about how shiesty knew what Vernatu is as a whole, because you got the Adventurers Guild, an Assassins Guild, various, and you got my village hidden in the mountains.
It's violent out here.
With peace comes violence.
It's about to be extra violent because now Vez has like a. This. It's rare that Vez is like personally trying to kill something or someone.
The wildest part about this is we keep leaving on cliffhangers. So like my character has not had a time to truly sit down and relax and like process his emotional shit. Cause I was gonna be looking into real estate, it's a nice spot to fish. I'll build my character a house somewhere. We've still just constantly been on the go. I'm not complaining about that, but I
Yeah,
just
we
like
haven't had any chill
I
time
don't
since
give a
we
fuck.
turned became what's it called? We got infected by that lycanthropy. We haven't had any chill time at that party.
We gotta bond together as a party. Like one of these times while we're traveling, we just gotta say, nope, it's not our problem. And just have a day of fishing or some shit.
The vibes. No death,
Uh,
only vibes.
Before I forget, I should say that I will have like another thing to do on Sunday the 19th, so I won't be able to make that session.
Wait, oh, that is next week. Okay. Cool
Oh
beans.
shit! We
Thanks for.
actually have to look. I might be traveling on the. No, I'm traveling on the 20th. Okay, but still.
Right. Okay.
We can do it Thursday this week. I should be able to do that.
Yeah, I can swing for Thursday night.
I could do Thursday too, actually. Could I do Thursday? Yes, I could do Thursday. Wait, fuck. Actually, I might not be able to do Thursday.
Hey,
Yeah, I can't do Thursday. I'm flying out like Thursday night
You
to
get
go
a flued
somewhere.
out.
we don't the main
I wish I was.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, kind of ish. It's work stuff anyway, so that's why.
How about we just skip 19th because that's actually Ash's birthday weekend, and I was gonna try to take her to go putt putt or something.
She said she
Aw.
wants you to do a one shot
Well,
with
that sounds nice.
So next session is the 26th.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Oh, also, before I head out tonight and go bother my dog who's probably sleeping peacefully because I'm a menace outside of D&D, I was actually thinking about a really cool one-shot idea if you guys are down for it.
Yes.
Is essentially I give you guys a random song. It's going to be a one-hit wonder song from anywhere in recent history, right? And you have to build characters based on the song. You have to build a character based on the song I give you. And the big bad evil guy is Payola, the master of the airwaves, who gets tithes from popular songs that are trash to be played over and over and over again. And you have to essentially fight your way onto the airwaves to generate more power so you can be a popular song again.
Oh,
Okay, that sounds
I'm
interesting.
curious. I'm interested.
I
I
thought
want a
about it
song.
this morning.
I want a song from like Long White Tea 2000s era.
Oh, one of
Please
you
be
is definitely going to be ska. I just want you to know that.
Guaranteed.
What is it?
It's essentially rock with trumpets.
Oh.
Like, think
Yeah.
Fallout Boy if it had a trumpet. No, Smash Mouth if it had a trumpet. And that's ska.
I've definitely heard ska before.
Can I just have Fall Out Boy?
No, it has to be
Ska's more upbeat.
It has to be a one-hit wonder song because if it was a Fallout Boy, I'd be like just banging it myself. But like, in my head, it's like you're weak because you aren't played consistently because you're a one-hit wonder and no one cares.
Question.
Yes.
Like Designer. Panda.
Yeah.
Do sea chanties and hymnals count as one hit wonders?
Hmm.
I'm a black person. They don't.
You know what?
But
Let me sleep on it.
Everybody knows, like, What do we do with a drunken sailor? But no one knows who's written it or what happened to that person who made that song.
Let me sleep on it. I'm gonna say hymns, no, shanties, or maybe. But yeah, I can flesh it out a little more and give you guys more details if you're interested. I think it'll be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm still gonna. You already know the character sheet I'm gonna use.
That's not music based, you monster.
I just want a bunch of bars.
I have a plus 13.
I saw that plus
It could be
13 charisma.
shaped. He made it before Friday.
He's a monster, a monster. But I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope I do too, because my last week wasn't the best, but it'll get better.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Everyone has a great
I
week.
appreciate everyone's friendship.
All right.
No.
I hope you guys have a great week and a good night. I will catch you guys, I guess, on the 26th for part 5 of this adventure in the village.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a
I
plan
will
indeed.
be filleting this bird alive. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy your birds. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.